Hello students, hope you all are good. I am B.S. Pandey, your physics lecturer. My dear students, today we are in lecture number 77 of standard 12th. My dear students, till now we have studied in this chapter, that is the chapter number 7, alternating current, and we have studied in this particular chapter about the AC supplied across individual devices like resistor, inductor and capacitor. We have seen the concepts of average power, instantaneous power, what will happen if there will be the AC current passing through inductor or capacitor, how these two devices blocks the AC and DC. We have discussed in very detail. Today we will start with combination of either two devices and we'll solve few numerical. Okay, my dear students. So let's start today's lecture. It is lecture number 77. Of chapter number 7, we are studying AC. Alright. My dear students, what we have studied till now, let we recall first. We have studied about the AC across resistor when we supply as an input E0 sine omega t in this resistive circuit. What we have studied, the EMF and current, if it is E0 and this is the current I0, what we have studied, both the current and voltage found in same phase. Okay, that is the E0 sine omega t and I0 sine omega t. There is no phase difference in current and voltage. Okay, we have studied that is delta phi here in this case is 0. Next we have studied about the AC across inductor. What we have studied in this case, when we supply E0 sine omega t to the inductor, we got AC current pass through the inductor and gives delta phi as plus pi by 2, that is the phase difference pi by 2. Which quantity leads and which quantity lag, to remember I will give you a very short name that it will help you till examination to remember how one quantity lead and lag and which quantity. Alright, but we got the equation for this one as E0 sine omega t for the voltage and current, it was I0 sine omega t plus pi by 2. So the phase difference was pi by 2 plus pi by 2. Okay, we got the phasor diagram. This is the phasor diagram. So we got the phasor diagram. If this is the I0, okay, so E0, that is the voltage, lead by current with pi by 2. It means the voltage phasor will rotate plus pi by 2, that is 90 degree. It is, let me draw this one little bit longer, E0, and this is angle pi by 2. Remember, voltage is leading with the current. The phasor of current is little shorter compared to the voltage. We know very well how it happened and why it happened. Okay, I have discussed in my last lectures. Now student, we have discussed the resistance of this entire network as the resistance, but here the entire resistance of this network we have studied the reactance. I hope you remember. Okay, and that reactance was represented by XL, that is the L into omega. Okay, I hope you remember. Now the next one, it was the AC supplied across capacitor. What was that? If you supply AC across capacitor, this was the network actually. E naught sine omega t. Then we got the phase difference delta phi, it is as minus pi by 2. Voltage lag here with the current by pi by 2, and the phasor looks like, if it is current I naught, then voltage phasor looks like this one, that is the E across C, as this is the E across L. Alright, and this was the E across R. You can write here the E across R. Here in all cases we are representing the peak individual's value of voltage when AC supplied. Here the angle it is minus pi by 2, that is the phase difference. Okay, we have studied the resistance of this instrument, that is the capacitor. When AC supply, it was XC 1 by C times omega. Okay my dear students, till here we have studied. Today we are going to fetch the two instruments like LR or CR one by one. This question may be asked in board examination in 2008 to 14. There will be the number of questions. If you will turn the pages, you will find the questions board has been asked. Alright, so let me start today facing two devices, and then finally we will add all the three instruments together, that is the LCR series circuit. Okay, so look at here. The concepts is very simple my dear students. Okay, this is not very difficult topic. Remember, if you are mathematically sound, not very much, but if you are mathematically good enough, then you will be able to understand this particular topic. Here our topic it is LR circuit. Okay, LR circuit, it means we are going to take here the two instruments simultaneously. Okay, LR, it is the inductor and resistor. Resistor, you can say the bulb and the inductor. In question, if it is written a bulb is connected with a resistance, my dear students, then you can understand a inductor, it is connected with a resistance. Inductor having the inductance L and the resistance of resistor R. AC supply over here. Here the E naught sine omega t. We have given input. Of course, there will be the instantaneous current IT. Alright. Now, the input we can write, my dear student, as input voltage. What we are going to study here, the LR circuit. LR circuit under AC supply. Under AC supply. Here, my dear student, input voltage we can write E naught sine omega t. This one. Okay. Applying Kirchhoff's law, the equation we can write. We will use directly the resistance of this entire network, voltage, current, all the things. But I am writing here the 2 or 3 lines. What will be the equation? How can you just analyze it? E naught sine omega t minus voltage across resistor, it is IR, minus voltage across inductor, it is L di by dt is equals to 0. This is one of the very important equation. Okay. Now from here we will try to get the voltage. My dear student, using phasor diagram, we can write for inductor, this is the voltage and this is the current. Okay, but we are having resistance also. We are going to add this one. If this is current, so this will be the voltage that is the ER. Remember student, since this phasor are the vector representation, okay, and in standard 11 we have studied about the vector. If any quantity we are representing this direction with the I cap, then the quantity we will study along this quantity, it is j cap. Remember, this is not the standard representation, only to understand it, okay. This is only to understand, only for understanding. Don't write in examination this I cap and j cap. I am just telling you for understanding this one, so that your calculation will be easy. You will be easily able to derive the required result. Here, if you will find these two, because those two are connected, if you will find these two graphs, you will see that, remember my dear students, here in this case the two are in series. In series the current must be same. Here I0 and I0 amplitude is not going to be changed, both are same. It means we can take this current over one axis. Suppose this one, okay, this is I0. Now the voltage over here of inductor and voltage of resistor will be in this direction, okay, ER. Now look at here for the voltage. Here this is the current, but the voltage we are getting along the y-axis and along the x-axis, if we are talking about the phasor representation. So can we say, my dear students, the net voltage will be neither ER nor EL, even not the sum of the algebraic sum of both the voltage. Why? Because we know that both the voltage having some angle, they are inclined at certain angle. If they are phasor, they are inclined at angle 90 degree. So we will use the concept of vector to write the net voltage. How? Net voltage, E net, my dear students, I can write here the ER I cap plus EL j cap, okay. So the net voltage, the magnitude of net voltage can be written as, if this is the net value, then it is the root under ER square plus EL square. One student can say, sir, this is not the vector quantity. How you are applying here the vector sign? Okay, my dear students. So let me remove this one. But remember, here we are studying the phasor diagram, which is the vector representative. That's why I am taking here the quantities as the application of vector. Remember, root under ER square plus EL square. Now we are going to find here the net voltage. We can write what is the net voltage. Look at here. Using this particular concept, my dear students, we will able to solve the question easily. That's why I am using here the concept of vector. E net, it is the current, it is I0 in series, the current will be constant, and the resistance. Now there is not only one device, okay, neither resistance nor inductor, but we are having the two devices. So altogether net resistance of the circuit will be something different. Suppose the net resistance of the circuit, it is Z. It has a specific name, okay, it is called the impedance. So the net resistance of circuit Z is what? Net resistance. Net resistance, and this is called impedance. It has the same unit as resistance, it is ohm. Whenever you will be asked to define the net resistance, that is the impedance, you have to tell the net resistance of the combined L and R or any other circuit is known as the impedance. That is the net resistance. The equivalent resistance is called impedance. Is equals to, can be written as, behalf of this one, root under XR, it is I times R whole square, plus EL, it is the I times XL, am I right, whole square. Yes, I will be taken out and it will be cancelled out by this I. It means Z we are having here R square plus XL square, okay. We can also write this one as, also can be written as Z is equals to R square plus L omega whole square. So this is the impedance. Now if anyone asks to you what will be the current flowing through the circuit, okay, how much current flowing, then how you will find? So the current, my dear students, as we know that the current, it is I is equals to E net by R, okay, E net by R. So if you have given the net voltage this one and the RMS value of this voltage as this one, then you can write IRMS. If anyone asking about the IRMS, then you can write IRMS is equals to ERMS divided by the current, sorry, the resistance, and the net resistance is how much? It is the Z. My dear students, the peak current you can write here, the peak current of this network will be, the E naught divided by Z. Remember, these are the very, very important. Okay, my dear students. If in question it is given the some voltage dropped over here and the some voltage dropped over here, so what will be the net voltage? Don't sum up the voltage across these two instruments, because we know that the two voltages are in not same phase and the voltage will not add up algebraically. Okay, they have some phase difference, so there must be some other technique to find the net voltage. Here we have studied how to find the net voltage. Okay, my dear students. Now if we got the voltage, net voltage, here it was the net voltage, we got the net resistance as well, we got the current, how much current is flowing through the circuit, we got the IRMS current and IRMS voltage as well. Now my dear students, we are going to find out if net voltage we got, suppose this is the net voltage. In vector we have studied this 2R, the quantity, its net value will be in this direction. Of course, this is the E net. Then how much angle it is made? Okay, now we are going to find out the phase difference of the net voltage, that is the net quantity, with the current. How much angle it is made with the current, this phi. How you will find out the phi? My dear students, already you have studied in vector. It is very easy for you. If you will see this particular equation, so you can write the tan phi also. That will be the phase, okay, angle. So tan phi can be written as the y by x, the coefficient of j divided by coefficient of I, it is the y by x. So it is EL divided by ER. Am I right? Yes. Now the tan phi can be written as EL, it is the I naught XL divided by I naught into R. I naught will be cancelled out. So the tan phi can be written as XL by R. Okay, so this is the phase difference. Here the phi can be written as, my dear student, the phi can be written as, 1 minute, yes, the phi we can write here, the tan inverse XL by R, we can write the phi XL can written as the L omega divided by R. This is also not very difficult to understand. Okay, we will solve few questions, my dear students, and then it will be more clear to you. Now the next circuit we are going to add here with the resistance or capacitor, that is the CR circuit. Give the heading CR circuit. Now I am very well confident that by yourself you can obtain all the things what I have obtained over here. You can find all the things in case of CR circuit. If you can, my dear students, pause your video, take 5 to 10 minutes, okay, it will not the wastage of time, and try to make yourself by yourself, and then start matching your answer with my solution from my lecture. Okay, try to pause the video and make the derivation. Okay, here a capacitor, a capacitor connected with resistor under AC source C and R. E naught sine omega t, the instantaneous current, it is IT. Okay, my dear students, what is topic of study right now? We are going to study CR circuit under AC supply. CR circuit under AC supply. Again, we will use Kirchhoff's voltage law. So E naught sine omega t minus Q by C, this is the voltage across capacitor, minus IR will be how much? It is 0. Okay, so this is the required equation. Now we will use phasor diagram. Okay, using phasor diagram, my dear student, for capacitor and for resistor. Okay, for capacitor we know that if it is the current I naught, then voltage here lagged by pi by 2. This is E across capacitor, that is C. Here if it is a current, so this will be the voltage across resistor. Okay, adding these two together we will have ER and EC, and the current here I naught, the net voltage will be in this direction and it should have the negative phi. After calculation you will get the negative phi. Okay, now I am going to write here the net voltage. Okay, E net. So E net will be ER I cap minus EC J cap. Am I right? Yes, this will be the minus. Now the magnitude of E net. E net magnitude will be root under ER square plus EC square. Here the negative of EC will be plus. Okay. It is I naught Z. What is this Z? Again it is the impedance. That is the net resistance of CR circuit. I naught R whole square plus I naught XC square. Okay, could be right? Now the next step will be the current. We can write here. First let me write the impedance. So impedance is root under R square plus 1 by C omega whole square. I naught will be cancelled out and XC, this is XC. XC is the 1 by C omega, 1 by C omega. This is the impedance. Now my dear students, if you got the impedance, again you can write the RMS current, RMS voltage, etc, etc. Okay, could you write the phase difference tan phi over here from the required equation, my dear students? Yes, we can write. What will be the tan phi? So the tan phi will be coefficient of J by coefficient of Y, sorry, I. So the coefficient of J, it is minus EC divided by the coefficient of I, it is ER. Tan phi, it is minus EC 1 by C omega divided by ER, it is, and I naught also. So it is I naught R, I naught cancel out. So tan phi, it is minus I naught will be cancel out 1 by CR omega. This is the phase difference between current and voltage. I hope you understand. This is not very difficult, my dear students. Okay, even you can write all the things if you will add L, C and R together. You can find out the impedance, you can find out the current and all the things. You can find out the phase difference. You can draw the phasor diagram as well. Okay, now remember, my dear students, one thing. Let me rub this. Okay, we will solve now few questions. Now we are going to solve here some questions. Okay. Now remember one thing. If this is inductor and this is capacitor, this is resistor. In resistor we know that the no phase difference, that is current and voltage moves, okay, together, and there is no phase difference, no lead, no quantity, no any quantity leads or no any other quantity lag here in case of resistor. Okay, but in case of inductor and capacitor, my dear students, we know that voltage lead by current or current lead by voltage in any inductor or capacitive circuit. Okay, so for remembering, easy remembering, I am giving you the concept. Remember this word, my dear student. It is Eli eyes. Eli eyes. Remember this word, Eli eyes. Okay, if you will remember this word Eli eyes, you will never forget which quantity is leading and which one is lagging. What you have to remember? Eli eyes. Okay, so here in Eli eyes you can see how to understand. Try to understand, otherwise this will be the useless. Here the middle one is the device. The middle one is the device. A device in which only inductor is connected. L, it means inductor. So only inductor is connected. Here capacitor is connected. Capacitor is connected. The quantity which are coming first, which is coming first will lead. Okay, the quantity which is coming first will lead. Okay, and lead by what? Lead by pi by 2. Lead by pi by 2. So in inductor, voltage lead by pi by 2 with current, and in capacitor, current lead by pi by 2 with voltage. Now how to write the equation? So in both the case we will write the equation E naught sine omega t. E naught sine omega t we are having as an input in both the case. Now in this case we have to show this in E is leading by pi by 2. E is leading by pi by 2. What does it mean? If E leading, it means current is lagging by pi by 2. So while writing the equation of current, you will write I naught sine, it is leading or lagging, current is lagging, so omega t minus pi by 2. Okay, for this inductor. Now for the capacitor, try to understand how you have to write. Here current is leading by pi by 2 and the equation of EM, it is the phase, it is omega t for the voltage. So for current you will write I is equals to I naught sine omega t plus pi by 2. Okay, why? Because current is leading. That's why you can see here the phase of current is lead by pi by 2 with the voltage. Okay, my dear student. So this concept kindly note down in your copy. This is the very important. You will not forget which quantity lead or which lag. What you have to remember? Eli eyes. Okay, Eli eyes. Actually, this is a specific name of a sports person in a particular game. But Eli eyes, you should remember. You don't have to go in deep about this word, okay, or history of this word. This is the Eli eyes. My dear students, next lecture I will start, okay, next lecture I will start here using this diagram. I was trying to explain it is the plus pi by 2, that is the voltage lead by pi by 2, here voltage lag by minus pi by 2, and here voltage does not lead or lag, it moves with the current, and the phase it is 0. Okay, this is the story of delta phi in each case. This particular thing will give you the quantity, that is the power factor also, that we will study in LCR circuit. My dear students, I am winding up today's lecture, but next lecture will be the very important. Next lecture will start with the numerical of this, okay, lecture, that is lecture number 77. We will study, we will solve few numerical question, and then we will land up for the next our circuit. It is the LCR. Will combine all together the three equipment. It is the inductor, resistor and capacitor, and then we will try to study how the phasor diagram can be studied for the analytical study of current and voltage through LCR series circuit. Okay, and few more concept of LCR series circuit we will study. Okay, my dear students, so this is all about today's lecture, my dear students. Thank you very much.